welcome back to RPGeeks, where for science geeks roll dice and tell stories.
Ooh.
We are the aforementioned RPGeeks. We are all professional science communicators. We're super into TTRPGs, which is what we're going to be doing today, but we also like to sprinkle some science through there. Nice sprinkling of science for you all.
We're all science bays. We're not salt bay.
Yeah.
Science bays. Science bays.
That's what we are. Science bays.
Rebranding. Are we rebranding, guys? Should we
No,
completely
I'm
rebrand?
rebranding.
It's all
science
four of us in a line in lab
that's fair.
coats, and we're just sprinkling, like glitter down our forearms.
Or dice. We could have
Or
done that
dice!
with the dice.
We should
Oh, we
have
should have done that.
for our
That'd have been a really
intro.
good shot. That would have been a really cool shot.
You're all going to get to see our intro in a minute if you haven't
Again.
already. And we spent a long time throwing dice at each other's faces and then picking up all of the aforementioned dice.
Very painful.
So much
Yeah.
dice.
Yeah, you
Have
got
we-
it in the face with a really big
I was
tie.
going to say, we haven't released the shot where Ali gets absolutely conked on the nose by one. And it was a huge dice. It was great.
Coming soon, more shots of the RP Geeks getting hit in the face with die.
In slow motion.
You are joining us for episode 3 of
Already?
our campaign. Oh my god, the Absalom Files.
Do you sorry, I'm really sorry to just. But question for Twitch chat: should there be a spot on our Patreon where you get to hurl dice at
No,
the RP Geeks?
no.
Wow.
You choose
Like in
an
a
RP
stock.
Geeks.
Ali.
Yeah, exactly. And
Ali?
you choose the one you want to do it, and then
The powerlifters
Emily Bates
of the
says no.
RPG community
Well,
pick
you
up the
can do
D4.
it. We can put it as it can be a special throw dice at Ali tier. If you're happy to have dice thrown at you.
it's on a mid-range tier. We don't think
Yeah,
we can pay that much. for it.
We'll put that down at one.
much.
We need something for £1 actually, so
£1
maybe
a
we'll
month.
just give him that.
Right.
Yeah, you should chuck a
You
dice
get
at
to
Ali.
throw one die a month at Ali, or you can save up and throw lots at once.
Or you can join as a consortium, and the 100 of you can all put in
Yes.
one
and
dice.
then fire
Yes.
grape shot at Ali, but it's
Yeah.
just dice.
Yeah,
Or
and
like
fire it
from
out
a
of an
crane.
old-timey
Yeah.
musket.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh, yeah.
It's gone from
Own a musket
throw
for
to fire.
self-defense.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to promise that anytime
Sounds good.
soon.
A
But
blunderbuss.
yeah,
A
if it's not
blunderbuss.
written on the Patreon, you can't have it.
Don't bullets have to be very tight into the shape of the
Not if it's a musket.
funnel?
Anything's a
No,
bullet if you throw it
doesn't.
fast enough.
Well, technically, this is the difference between a gun and a rifle, right? A rifle specifically has rotating, like it's a spiral going down the barrel, because that stabilizes
that
the path
help?
of the bullet.
To
Because
make
it
the
gives
bullet
it, it's a
fly straight,
gyroscopic
right?
effect.
It is.
Yeah, okay.
Whereas a musket, it's
Yeah,
smooth
it's
ball.
rifle.
It can go
That's
in any
what
direction,
Rifling is.
Yeah, okay. My feeling is the rifling. Yeah.
which is also why if it hits.
Oh no,
Simon's
Simon!
frozen.
Oh,
Hello,
hello.
Simon.
Oh, God, Simon's back!
You went away for a few seconds.
You went away.
Yeah, I
Good.
did go away. This is why I was slightly concerned before we started recording about backblaze, but apparently it's not that. I don't know what's eating up all of my network bandwidth.
We're just gonna have a little, check.
Hasn't happened before.
There's
Do we
nothing-
want to?
There's nothing on my end, unless my wife has started downloading the internet again. I think we should be alright.
My wife!
My wife. My wife.
I had a lovely time with my wife today. We went wild swimming.
That's so
Really?
cool.
That's
I saw that on
nice.
your
Yeah.
Insta.
That's very nice.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Until our friend who was with us was like, do you know there's this kind of bacteria? And like the science part of my brain was like, no, that's shut off.
Don't want to. No, go away.
Don't need to know about that.
Okay. Do we want to check? Do any checks on your internet before we keep going?
I
Just
mean,
in
there are
case.
no
It's,
there are no processes on my computer that are responsible. My wife is a wild horse. I cannot tame or control her. So
That's fine. Okay.
nor would I want to.
I think it's good.
Yeah,
I think
good.
I think we go for it.
Okay.
I think we run free.
I
over
am
the
a
hills.
Mongolian horse tamer.
Yeah.
My
You
wife.
look like an alpaca tamer, as we were saying before we
You
started.
really do. I love this thing. What is it? A gilet? What is
very
this item
nice.
of clothing?
I
It's
really
lovely.
like it.
It's very
It's a
nice,
waistcoat.
isn't
Would you call it a gilet or waistcoat? Yeah.
I'd call it a waistcoat, but it's got the neck.
I call it.
suppose.
Yeah, it's difficult to say.
With the
isn't it?
hood as well. It's
Really
got
like
quite a
it. Has it got
style.
that's the
We've got
hood,
you yet to get to a
see.
point where the hood has come up. But
So
Oh,
cute.
so
Oh.
cute.
lovely.
Also, the trousers you're wearing are also give the vibe of the alpaca.
Oh, we have
farm.
seen
What
Ali's
is it?
bottom
That's
half
which have
now.
yet to be seen.
What?
That's Patreon content.
That's-
That right there.
On the
Ali's lower
Patreon,
half.
Ali will walk
Ali's
backwards
lower
to the
half.
door so you can see the trousers that he's wearing, but you don't
Ali's
get it
as
otherwise.
yet unknown.
Audio listeners,
Oh,
you're
no.
missing out on all of this. You should try watching at twitch.tv/RPGeeksD&D.
Very good.
Nice, good plug. Right, I think we should dive on in.
Let's dive
to episode 3. We'll go around briefly and just introduce ourselves and our characters before you get to see our cheese-tastic intro. So, my name is Shamini. Hi, my name's... Oh no, I said that. My name's Shamini. I used her pronouns.
Oh no, she's stuck in a while loop.
My name's Shamini. Hi, and my name's Shamini.
My name's... The character's name is Thalia Maisie Creswell. She uses she, her pronouns. Also, Fruby. Fruby uses mostly he, him pronouns. Well, Fruby doesn't. Thalia does for him.
Fruby.
You know.
Oh, yeah, you just tailed into... Wait, hang on. What? Oh, hang on.
What?
I'm Ali Jennings.
Oh. Even me at the switchboard, I was like, which button do I press?
What's happening? Just so everyone knows, this is the second episode we're recording today, so if we go a little loopy, that's why.
Hang on, I'm going to punch into you, Ali, okay? As if not, we can fix it in post. Just going to go straight into you.
Punch in.
And now.
I'm Ali Jennings, and this is my character, Corey Vanderleer, an ace pilot, and also has some other special skills which have sort of come up, but also have not been explained. And my pronouns are he, him, and Corey's pronouns are also he, him. Simon.
And Corey is in business with Snicked, my character, he, him, also same here. I think, as we already mentioned, we're all professional science communicators, whereas Snicked is a professional street rat runner. Aww. If you need someone knifing, he'll do the knifing. You need some dog being kidnapped / fixed / returned, he'll do all of it. Not necessarily
need some dog food.
With the greatest of morals. I love this character so much. And we are all in the very capable hands of a certain Emily Bates.
Oh, it's me, Emily Bates. Hi, these are my hands. Apparently they're capable. Hi, I use she, her pronouns, and I too am a science communicator person. And I play all parts other than these 3 parts, which they play. But I do the others. That's me, Emily Bates. And today I will be your Fate Weaver. So, where were we? Our gang returned Aubrey's puppy, Pluto, to her and headed to the Neon Glass for a drink. There, they decided to probe a little bit more into Thalia's history and seemingly recent travel through the now broken drift. After heading to Little Akaton and the docks where Thalia arrived, they found no sign of the starship or the captain that brought her here and realized there might be more to Thalia's trip than met the eye. Obviously, this was all done while some were a little bit, shall we say, inebriated.
Having a great time.
And after some slight confusion over dates, they realised that Thalia seemed to have forgotten a year's worth of time since arriving on Absalom Station. Corey made a date with Sonia, a receptionist at Eyes Wide.
Yes, he did.
They headed to the heated engine where they hatched a plan, mainly involving corkboards. And with that, they headed back to the detective agency, Eyes Shut, where Corey got a phone call.
Hello?
Hello, yes, this is Tyver Vorston. I'm calling from Eyes Wide.
I've not heard of it. No, sorry.
Corey.
Hi, Tyver. Hi. How can I help you?
I've actually got a bit of a favour to ask you. I know you weren't successful in our... Corey. I know you weren't successful in our recruitment process, but you showed great promise. And, well, currently, Eyes Wide is in a bit of a bind. We're all wrapped up with this Kim Tester case, and I can't spare any head scanners for anything else. And, well, I believe you're aware of the Neon Glass. I think I've seen you there before. One of its owners, an android named Marrow, he's lost something. He was lost in the crash, presumed dead. He got the whole works, funeral, life insurance payout to his other partners, and then he shows up back on Absalom just yesterday. Says he lost some of his property trying to get a ride back, sold it on to some salvagers. He's a good friend of mine, and, well, if you help him, perhaps we can help you and your, is it Eyes Shut Detective Agency? No offense taken.
So much. Tyver,
Corey.
you probably know we're very busy.
Yes.
Yes. So,
He'll pay well. He's got deep pockets, that one.
okay. Well, if you guys are struggling, fine. I think we can,
Not necessarily
we can
struggling,
always-
it's just,
I mean, we're
busy.
always happy to, help out a colleague. Well, obviously we're all in the same game. We all speak the same language.
that's what I like to hear.
When one person drops the ball, the other person just picks it right back up. So, I'll tell you what. Happy to take on the case. Happy to help. You know what I will need though? Obviously, we're doing this at double rates because it's a quick, it's a quick job, has to be done quickly. But also, we're going to need access to the main.
Why do you think it
eyes-wide
needs to be
computer.
done quickly, Corey? Where did you get that impression?
You know what, Tyver? I don't think you've ever called me before. I just want to be real for a second, and I don't think you would call me unless you really needed something done.
Oh, make a
So-
sense motive check.
Oh,
Oh, I'm still battered, and
You are still battered.
oh, -4, right?
Oh, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. Yeah, it's a 5.
Batter.
He's difficult to read that
Totally
time. Real tricky.
Never been easy to read, but
Stubborn as a bull.
Doesn't matter. Assumptions have been made.
Listen,
I think, twice the price sounds about right, don't you think?
I mean, Munro will be the one paying you, but you mentioned access to Eyes Wide systems. I don't believe it'll be necessary for this case, but should you require it in the future, I'm sure I can sort something and you can call in the favor.
Can you I'm scrabbling around for a voice recorder right now. Just scrabbling for anything that will record. Like,
Sure.
Just
What are you looking for?
I'll say you can record on your comms unit if
Oh,
you
you
really
can have my comms.
recorder. I need a right recorder, voice recorder. It's got it. Sorry, Tyver, just missed that. Just say it again.
You can call in a favor in the future with Eyes Wide, should you complete this mission successfully.
Lovely. Okay. Well, so where do I find this Marrow?
Well, he'll probably be at the Neon Glass, seeing as he owns it, or I believe he's got a home in the Ring, but he lives with Luca and Semdrid, the other owners.
I knew that. Okay, I'll call you.
Look, I spoke to him earlier today. I think he was taking the rest of the day off, but I'm sure he'll be there tomorrow morning.
Okay. All right. Well, I won't say thank you because I'm doing you a favor, but
No, thank you. I appreciate it.
well, I'll call that appreciation in, I think. Okay. Goodbye.
Okay, maybe have a sleep before tomorrow. Yes, I think that sounds like a plan. Right, goodbye, Corey. Good luck.
Boss, was that Eyes Wide? Fuck him.
Wait. That was Tyver. You know Tyver?
Yeah,
you know
fuck
Tyver's news. You say fuck him. I get it. Yes, fuck him. But at the same time, he's got a case that they can't crack, and they need us to step in and get it done. It was my reading of it. So we're going to go tomorrow. We're going to go back down to the Neon. We're going to talk to that android. We've got an in now. We're going to find out what they're doing. You know what? something tells me this is our way in. I like it. I like it, Snick.
The android we saw earlier today. The one who doesn't own the place.
I think there's some sort of relationship between him and Luca and Sendred. Something that I hadn't previously considered, but an interesting complicated relationship there, and we should just be, accepting of that. And yeah.
It was too complicated for me. I must have missed it earlier.
I think we may have missed it. Uncharacteristic of us. Anyway, Snick, I'm gonna go to bed. So bright and early tomorrow, I'm gonna see you. I think. Okay.
I'll be right here.
And I think that's it for Corey. He's out.
Yeah, I think Corey.
It's like 4 in the afternoon, isn't it?
Well, yeah, about you're in the Heist engine for a little bit. I'll say it's
early evening.
5, 6, yeah. Yeah.
I've been up for 37 hours.
Do you have like a little? I imagine that you have like a little side room with like just a bed, which is where you have the picture of the.
No, I think we said it was in
just in the corner.
Oh, is it just in the corner?
Yeah.
Ariana's just standing awkwardly in the middle of your office space /
It looks like we're not doing anything until tomorrow. I can tell you that these chairs are very comfy. If you just put them together like this,
And just like moves a bunch of papers off. There's like a lizard that scatters off, and chopsticks clatter to the floor.
like if you put them like this, and then you put a coat over it, it's actually quite comfy.
Oh yeah, that looks great. If you're sure you don't mind my staying over.
Oh no, not at all. I mean, unless you want to stay somewhere else. I mean, I'd understand. This is a it's an agency office.
I don't rightly know what I'm gonna do now, because I didn't really bring enough money for a long stay, so maybe I ought to save what I got. See?
Yeah, come, just stay with us as long as you need to. We're gonna get to the bottom of what's happening with you. Of course, if you want to use any of the computers to get on the old infosphere, just be careful. Wear protection when you're browsing the net. Okay?
What kind of protection should I wear?
Well, you gotta wear the mask.
He takes out like a really tattered old face mask.
It's like, because you see, if you don't wear it, the computers will give you asthma.
Is it safe to wear the same mask as you?
Sally, make a computers check.
I mean, I don't really need to make a computers check, right? Like, I know that I don't know.
That's fair. Yeah, no, you know what? Yeah.
He is telling me, look, things might be different on Absalom.
Okay, if you want to go with that, you could go.
I'm not.
You're pretty intelligent, though.
I mean, there might be, there must be something in it. Snick's a genius. Corey said so.
Very stable genius.
Well, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Snick. I really appreciate everything y'all doing. You're both just lovely, and I'm really glad I met you.
Ah, well, you've fallen right into us, and it feels like we can be helpful to each other. I might just go out and see if I can find out a few things about the case before we get on to tomorrow. So I'll leave you if you want to use the computers or anything for a bit. That's absolutely fine.
And he crouches as if he's going to jump out of the window, and then looks at Thella and is like,
"And I will see you in a couple of hours."
And then walks and goes out of the door very deliberately.
Sadly, walks out the door.
Yeah.
Thally, what would you like to do? Corey is straight out like a light, passed out.
Oh my god. Thally is getting on the infosphere.
Yeah.
Basically finding out about the drift crash.
Told you to wear a mask.
And a year of Hallie's dying in the background. What's happened over the year? Any news from Grenlock or like that's possible, and then basically she's gonna work out how she can send like, I guess, an info mail or a video message or something.
Great. Now there is definitely rules that I've forgotten for using a infosphere. No, not for email.
Roll for pop-ups. You get
But there's
11
there's
pop-ups.
you get like extra bonuses if you use a computer to search for things. And I just got to find it. Sorry. Do some talking.
Well, Snicks is going to be going
man.
to not the neon glass, like definitely the seedier, Yosokia end of the bar spectrum, like the rat pit, or similar establishments.
Yeah, great.
And is going to be going to. It's basically going to try and have a drink and talk to the extended family, Bob and Bob and Bob, about trying to get any rumors about the ship, the Pathfinder. Has anybody heard anything about what happened to it? Has anybody heard of anybody, anything interesting about it?
Make a
Using those connections.
diplomacy. Let's go. With
Oh,
diplomacy.
am I trained in diplomacy?
You don't need to be.
Just as well. I rolled a 16 though.
Okay. With that, your cousin Bob, so quite a close relative.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, oh, the Pathfinder. Why is it he doesn't want that? Yeah, the Pathfinder. Yeah. Well, I think I remember it. I mean, it was quite a nice ship. Like it just carries some freight and things. Mainly does sort of in this system. I think. Well, what was it? It would have been. Oh, just under a year ago. I think I went and I stole some fruit off of it or something.
Yeah, classic.
Good food. Nice food on it.
Yeah, I met one of the farmers, or whatever. They work in the industry. Seem nice enough from Triaxis.
Yeah. Great, yeah. Oh, Triaxis. They do good potatoes, turnips.
Oh, you don't eat tubers, do you?
Of course I eat tubers. What, you don't eat tubers?
No, they're full of vitamin Z, don't you know?
What's vitamin Z?
Oh, it makes your eyelashes fall out.
I don't think I've got eyelashes.
Exactly. You've been eating too many potatoes.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, so
Oh, thanks, Snicked.
so good potatoes on the ship, but nothing.
Yeah.
It's about a year ago. That's actually about when I'm interested in.
Well, about maybe 10 months ago, something like that.
Right. And nothing about the ship seemed odd to you.
No, it's just a ship.
Right.
Standard, snack on. Got some of the fruit that was left in the garbage. Great stuff.
Oh, garbage food, best.
Yeah,
I always
best
say
food.
that garbage food tastes better the following day.
Absolutely. Get a little bit of the musk in it.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, that's what you find. I can't find the thing about the computers, so I'm going to say roll. You're trained in computers anyway, so roll a computer check to sort of learn a bit about history. This is just a general. How good are you at searching Google? Thally.
Oh, me, sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm at the bar on my phone.
Yeah. You haven't got Google on your phone, I will say.
Can't do maths. 14.
14. Okay, no, that's fine. That's good. So you read up on the drift crash, and you find that on the 10th of Gorzen, I've those are the things. What was it?
We can date.
The Gosran.
The month. Gosran. On the 10th of Gosran, so 2 days after you believe you arrived on Absalom, the drift broke, and it was this like galaxy-wide event where people who were in the drift were thrown out of the drift at random locations. People have tried to use the drift since, and in the first few days, no one could get into the drift. The drift engines just weren't transporting people in. Now it seems that there are a lot of articles of saying people have attempted to go into the drift and been lost, or ended up in strange places and had to travel back by regular starship means. The drift just seems incredibly unpredictable now. And it's all over the place. And in general, the advice is do not use the drift for travel. It's dangerous. Along with that, the other thing you were looking up was Triaxis, did you say? Or just anything?
What's been happening there?
Yeah, what's been happening. Triaxis seems to be, similar. It's got enough... Triaxis has enough commerce and things on the planet that there's no sort of real big... There's not been a big shake-up in trade. Like, obviously, things are shifting, But you would assume that your family, you don't find anything, there's no news stories about your family or anything on the Absalom infosphere. So important to note that all the infospheres are planetary based, they are not galaxy wide. So you are only going to get big headlines. And with 16, you sort of learn that, info mail used to travel via the drift. So it would be, you'd send the mail, it would go onto a ship that would travel to the planets and then download that into that planet's infosphere. So now you could go the old-fashioned way and send radio waves. And with that, you find it will take about a month for any messages to get to and from Traxxas.
Are there still adverts up for Abundance?
Oh, make another roll for me. Make another computer check for Abundance stuff.
24.
Yeah, absolutely. You go, they're not, Abundance still seems to be running. It seems that its parent company, Parallel, seem to have expanded. They have other resorts, a lot of wellness in general. They've got like a range of vitamins now that they're selling and things like that.
Okay.
Furious note-taking happening for audio listeners.
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry. I'm gonna send a message. Oh God.
We need to count the number of words.
I don't believe it's a spell.
I am gonna send a message.
It's a tweet. You can only send messages to
140 characters. Yeah.
I'm gonna send a message to Jebin.
Yep.
I reckon.
Okay. So you find a site. It'll cost you 5 credits to send a message. It will be sent via radio waves and will take around a month.
Okay. Can I also just ask quickly? Can I find out how much it costs to get accommodation in Absalom?
Yeah. So there's a variety of different hotels and staying places, like you can hire not Airbnbs but that kind of vibe, or hotels. They range from everything from 5 credits a night up into hundreds of credits a night for places in the eye.
Oh God, the cheapest is 5 credits a night.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Simon, yes, do you have a question?
So it takes 30 days for a message to arrive. Is that?
Please don't do this.
I was just going to say, is that return, or is it? Is that
just there.
This star system is huge.
Yeah, it's really big.
I was curious.
Traxxas is real far out.
Traxxas is one of the
okay.
outer
Well, the
planets.
light distance. Let's say light distance to Neptune, because I was just looking at Jupiter.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I just.
No. It could just be. I don't know. There could be something that slows down light. In the system, I don't know.
There is.
Because it takes.
There is.
Yeah, loads of it.
Do people want to take a guess how long it takes for light to get to Neptune?
Let's say 2 hours.
A week.
3 days.
4 hours.
Fuck.
Nice, well done.
There is definitely rules about
But
it.
it's if you think, the nearest star is a year away. So, this could just be an absolutely enormous system with a very bright star.
Yeah.
Which star is a year away?
Nice.
Alpha Centauri is about a year. Is that about 1.3 light years?
Is it?
Hang on.
Yeah.
Alpha Centauri.
Yeah. It's really real big.
Oh no, it's bigger.
Real
It's
big.
4.3 light years.
Yeah, that's still quite close. Yeah.
Isn't there a sort of asteroidy kind of belt between us and?
Yeah, the diaspora. Yeah.
Is it possible that there could be some sort of lensing effect from grit and dust in the
So
space
much.
around
Maybe
there?
there's a
Which means
relay that's necessary, so that you have to go through the relay.
You do.
Like a diffraction
You have to
of
go
things.
relay on every single planet, in fact, and that is why it takes so long.
It's more of a. It's like a.
that's the reason.
It's a bureaucratic thing. It's like
the pack worlds have to
redo it and
and it's 30 days. It might not take 30 days for the message to be sent, but for it to even get to the place where they send it, it's got to go through loads of processing.
This is why if they just opened it up to the private sector, it would be done in hours.
Bloody Pactwell's nationalisation.
Yeah. Bureaucracy,
awful.
eh?
Yeah, awful. Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
I'm going to send a message to Jevon.
Yeah. What's that?
Can I do a video message?
Oh, it's going to cost you.
How much? Yeah.
Video message is going to be 20 credits.
Can't afford that shit. Okay. I haven't got the money. Oh God. Okay. Right. The message says,
You've got an email this. You've got as many words as you want. I'm not gonna Twitter character you.
Like, oof. Hi, Jevon. It's Thali here. I'm on Absalom Station. I'm staying at the Eyes Shut Detective Agency, at least for now. I don't rightly know what's happened over the last little while. I guess you haven't heard from me? Have you? I got a bit confused about some stuff and maybe forgot some stuff. I'm so sorry. I just want everyone there to know that I'm okay and everything's gonna be just fine. I'm gonna get some money together and then I'm gonna send you messages and photos and all sorts about all the fun times I'm having here in Absalom. And I got Fruby as well, so you don't need to worry about that.
Fruby.
You're right now. For now, maybe you could just send my love to everyone and give them all big hugs from me. And make sure no one's worrying, because I'm actually doing fine right now. Okay. I'll write again. Sally.
Okay.
I don't know if you could hear people at home
cry.
the ticker tape.
Yeah, sorry. I was just making
Those
notes.
sound effects.
Yeah.
Glad you were
Oh yeah, that
taking
was
notes, so
that was absolutely the typing of. I didn't write it word for word, so
yeah.
But I'll send you the majority. Okay. So Snicked, how long do you stay out?
Ooh, I mean, it's quite early evening, so I reckon a couple of hours.
Do you have another drink?
Yeah, I probably do, don't I?
Yeah, you probably do, don't you?
Surely the first one's worn off.
Oh yeah, no, it has. Roll a fortitude save.
Fortitude saving throw coming right up.
Quite low DC because you're not drinking the heavy stuff.
Oh, well, it's just as well I rolled a 4 then.
Oh no, that's not enough. Okay, so you're stage 1 drunk. So
Lovely. I'm already having a hangover
which
tomorrow.
is the +2 to morale.
Yep.
Lovely. Great. So I'll say eventually you all. Thali, I assume you're staying on the chairs.
I'm staying on some chairs.
You're staying on some chairs.
I'm gonna
Do you know
come
what?
in.
I think what's going to happen is I'm going to start off on the chairs and then maybe switch to the floor and then switch back to the chairs some hours later.
I'm 100% going to come in and curl up in a ball. Like, take my jacket off, put it on the floor, and curl up in a ball at the bottom of
Where
Corey's
does
bed.
Snicked normally sleep? At the bottom of Corey's bed?
Corey doesn't know this.
Where does Corey think Snicked sleeps?
I don't know. I don't think Corey thinks about Snicked.
Okay.
Yeah, Corey doesn't. Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh no.
the next morning, I'll say you all sleep through the night. You get your 8 hours, but you get a bit more as well. And we'll say it's sort of 7 o'clock when you wake up.
So resolve points
but-
are restored, is that correct?
Resolve points. Let me just check this. I believe that's right. So your stamina points definitely are.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'd like the idea
you
of
recover 1 hit point.
Imagine if hangovers just reduced how many resolve points you recover. That would be hilarious. You wake up and you're like, I don't really want to be alive.
But where does it say about resolve recovering? How? I assume you also recover resolve points. But let me just double check. Yeah, you regain any spent by getting a full rest, which you all do. Lovely. Now, for the two of you who got to the stage of stage 2 or higher, you please make a fortitude save. If mixing drinks, take the highest DC. Okay, and add 2 for each additional. So how many? Yep. So how many different drinks did we have? We had the Tiger Bomb. We had the smoke one. And
Is
another
that
one.
scientific? Because
The mixing of
Oh,
drinks.
I definitely get more hungover if I mix drinks.
That's a really good one. We should definitely do that.
Is something other than the alcohol then making you hungover? Or
It's
like,
well, it's sugars is a big part of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the like
Well, it's
dehydration.
dehydration, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what makes you dehydrated?
I'm just going to have a quick...
Does mixing drinks
Caffeine?
make you more dehydrated?
Or
for some reason?
hungover. I'm just going to have a
Is
quick
it the
Google
mixing,
of that
is it?
one. Apparently,
And why
no.
is Sambuca the
Chat of
word?
opportunity. Chat of opportunity is when we have a little chat of opportunity about science.
I imagine it's just because by mixing the
imagining.
drinks, you perhaps consume more alcohol than you would if you stuck to
That's
one.
what I've heard.
That
is
would
it's
seem
just like,
to
well, you
be.
don't really know how much you're drinking and stuff.
Okay, so
Right, so what's the modifier that I need to have on this roll?
Snicked, you had one less type of drink than Corey did because Corey, you had the extra for the road drink on from
I did have
Neon
a beer,
Glass.
which was probably a different type of
No,
drink.
you were already down to stage one at that point, so I'm not going to.
I also had another drink when we got back home.
Excellent, good to know. Okay, so in which case, I'm going to say Corey, yours is 18, and Snicked, yours is. Actually, no, you did go out and have a bit. You know, I'm going to say it's 16 for Snicked.
We have to hit that on resolve.
Fortitude.
Synthetic 20.
Okay, you are not hungover.
Just like real life.
17.
Oh, it was so
no.
close. Okay, so you are fatigued, but undertaking any activity which requires a check which is affected by statistics, i.e. attack skills, spells, can cause you to become exhausted. The duration of a hangover is 1d4 hours for each hour spent inebriated. 1d4 hours for each hour spent inebriated.
You were drunk all day!
You were drunk from, I'll say, for 4 hours. That's going to be all day. Roll 4d4 for me. This is brutal.
This is absolute
drink, kids.
savagery. Okay. 1, 3,
4,
2, 4.
2, 4. Okay, so
So
for
10
10
hours.
hours. So all day you're going to be fatigued. A fatigued
Until
character,
5.
yeah, can neither run nor charge,
Oh,
and takes a -2 penalty to strength and dexterity.
oh no.
Doing anything that would normally cause fatigue causes the fatigue character to become exhausted. After 8 hours of complete rest, fatigue characters are no longer fatigued. So yeah, you can't run or charge, and you have a -2 penalty to strength and dexterity.
And the exhaustion thing, so basically whenever I do anything...
Yeah, I'm not 100% on this one. So it says, undertaking any activity which requires a check which is affected by statistics, cause them to become exhausted. So I think, yeah. And then at exhausted, your character moves at half speed, takes a -6 penalty to strength and dex. And after 1 hour of complete rest, an exhausted character becomes fatigued. But that seems so brutal. Also, I think I might have slightly got some of the checks wrong. I think this -6, -2 is to your overall score, not to your modifiers. So it's only going to remove 1 with the -2 from your modifiers, if that makes sense.
Right.
Because for every 2 points you
yeah.
get, so I think that's what it is. I think that might have been a mistake on my point because I can't imagine a -6 penalty to strength and dex.
That seems ridiculous.
Like crazy difficult. Let us know in the comments if you know, please.
I'd
Thanks.
love it if this had, you know how like in our previous campaign, Tenebris was at disadvantage if it was bright light. Like I'd love it if that was part of the hangover rules.
I'm not going to add anything extra
Yes,
to
I think
these
that's entirely
hangover
fair.
rules. But okay, so you wake up, Corey. You feel rough.
Oh, no.
Boss, you made it. Brilliant.
Oh, God.
What do we normally have as what do hardball detectives have as breakfast? Coffee.
Raw eggs
Black
and
coffee and raw eggs. Yeah. Oh, gross.
Right.
Oh.
Has Snicks
Mate.
procured eggs?
I'll say you've got
Snick.
some eggs in
Where
like, a little
from,
mini
however?
fridge. Yeah.
Get me the usual Snicks, please.
Right you are, boss. And then like move a bunch of papers, and there's like a hot plate. It's still plugged in underneath all the papers.
Oh God.
Like
V dangerous.
just start flipping eggs. Get the coffee pot. Remove the wadge of leaflets about the noodle bar out of the coffee pot. They go
Right.
in.
You cook up some black coffee and some eggs. Thali, you sort of wake up while Snicked is sort of pottering around and making
Very
coffee and eggs.
uncomfortable. I did in that meantime do a bunch of Googling, and there's no reason that actually mixing would make your hangover worse, other than
Really?
like, other like side
It
effects, like certain
Feels like it does.
certain drinks are worse because of other things they contain. Like you're not measuring how much you're drinking, things like that.
Because
It's all kind of
cocktails that have like the sugar in,
cocktails.
like because if you drink loads of them, like because they're easier to drink, right? Because
Yeah, and therefore you're drinking more
So you
alcohol.
drink more.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah, okay. Sally's gonna wake up and try and make herself look nice and presentable and ready to face the day.
Right. Everybody, gather round, please.
Oh, this is my favourite part.
Morning, Corey.
Good morning, Thaliana. I have been thinking, and it occurs to me that since you didn't somehow manage to fix the drift, I don't understand why we would do your work pro bono. I'm going to be honest here. We have a big job coming up, and I just need to be clear.
I totally understand.
Well, maybe we could take payment after the job's completed, though.
I suppose we could. I suppose we could.
No,
I had another suggestion, if you wanted to hear it. I think we're going to need some manpower, as well, and woman power, person power for this new job.
Ruby.
If you wish to work off your future debt to us now, I think that would be acceptable.
Well, if like I said, you both have been so nice to me, and I want to help you out anyway, but I guess I kind of need a new job, and well, maybe I can find someone who wants robotics work done, but until then, if you honestly don't mind my being around, I would love to help, and if you had any credits to spare, either as payment or in return for helping me out, I guess I would really appreciate that.
Excellent. Snitch will deal with the paperwork. But before we get there, and I will relay the conversation that I had with Tyver.
Okay, great.
So, you see, I think we're going to have to go back to the Neon and do a bit of digging here. I think the first thing we need to do is meet this fellow Marrow and see what they can tell us about. And just so that I'm 100% clear, Marrow got lost, but was that at the time that the drift went down?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's why they were assumed dead.
Yeah.
And then ended up losing some of his property somehow in order to try and get back to the Neon.
Some stuff.
That's what you know. Yeah.
Right, so he's trying to work out, it's not even really clear what he's trying to work out, right? No. Like, because people get lost in the drift, like he just wants a job. Okay,
but it may be tracked down that material that he's traded away.
Yeah, I think it probably is something like that. Anyway, look, I'm probably operating at, I would say, a solid 70, maybe. So I'll probably need you guys to take more of a frontal role. And I'll just,
I'll take the lead with the questioning. Don't worry, I can get answers out of anything.
No. Okay. Right.
Don't you worry, Corey. Little rat hand on the shoulders.
I can design a machine to automate the processes if there are processes that need automating.
See, a process that can take 10 minutes, we can automate. It'd only take 4 months to learn how to do the automation.
Fences.
Should we go?
Yes, boss.
The Neon is very close. It's just sort of up a floor and along a bit. So you head up to the Neon. You both notice Corey's moving a little slower, slower than usual.
You seem to be moving about 50% as fast as normal.
No, he's not quite. He's not exhausted yet. He's just not. He's looking a bit fragile.
I'm fine. Just yeah. I gotta stay limber. Gotta stay. Oh God. Ow.
You get to the Neon Glass, I'll say at about 8 o'clock, and they're a sort of almost 24-hour establishment, so they're open for breakfast.
I would ask, what are the hair of the dog rules? I assume
Oh,
they have
God.
some.
Let's have a look, shall we?
Flat lilt. If anybody
Okay,
wants
so
a
it's not
recommendation, apparently
on there.
flat lilt is the way to go.
Flat Coke, man. That's my swear by. There's nothing on here about it. However,
You can get +2 to some of your
It would
checks.
cancel out though, right? Wouldn't it? It would.
The
negatives
first
would
level
cancel
takes
out
you
with
to
the
the-
positives.
right, exactly. So yeah, I will say that if you have sort of a drink, then you can
Yeah, I order.
you can move to
yeah.
stage 1. Yeah.
campaign. You're just gonna be drunk.
Something. I'll just when. Is it? Oh, what's her name? She's called Bellini. or something.
Mimosa.
Mimosa.
Bellini.
That's my sister.
How's your cousin Bucks Fizz?
Oh, we don't talk
most-
about her. She keeps ripping her clothes off. That was quick. That was good. Well done.
Very well
Yes.
done.
One of your
That
fruities,
was a neat
please.
joke.
It was a Eurovision joke. What?
One
Sorry?
of your fruities, please.
Fruities? Oh, the cocktails. Yeah.
Yes, something
Bit-
with
bit early.
an umbrella.
See all the
Don't
umbrellas
judge
and things.
me.
Find it. Little glacier cherry pops out in front of you.
Okay, great. I'll sit down, and then so we're all sat there.
Yeah, I'll say you're all at the bar with Mimosa behind.
Okay.
I like the
Mimo.
morning shift. You're all coming in here quite a lot.
I work here now, not here.
Here?
I mean, I have a job.
Oh, with eyes shut. With
Yeah.
these two.
She's an intern.
And when we
Nice.
do the most important investigative work in the entirety of Absalom, we've got to be properly fueled. We've got to have the best breakfasts, the best drinks. That's why we come here.
Would you like breakfast?
Ooh, I wouldn't say no to a proper breakfast.
Well, yeah, I think so. Yes, please.
She pulls out a menu and it is just all the breakfast food you could possibly wish, like proper diner breakfast
Oh, it's
food.
like the Ivy. Oh, God.
It's not like the Ivy. It's very much a diner.
Oh, good. Okay, I'm more comfortable
Yeah,
with
yeah.
it.
As she's doing that, I'm just going to lean over, sort of like gingerly, be like, Mimosa,
Hello.
we were looking to secure a private word with Marrow. Do you know if they're around?
Oh, he's only got back recently. I mean, it was all very weird. We had a whole funeral for him. We were wearing black armbands for a week.
Were you playing a lot of football? Was that?
I was just, on the. We didn't have black outfits, so we just put an armband on.
Yes. Respect must
Right.
have been shown.
But he's alive. He's not actually here yet. Luca's round back.
Okay. Yeah. Well, so yes. Let's talk.
It might be best if we, I don't know, what if hang on. Just a little bit sidebar with my colleague here. What if there's there's tension between Marrow? We might only
think
want to
so.
talk to Marrow.
Yeah, but at the same time, you can imagine that Luca might know something that Marrow might leave out. It's good to get all sides of the
Excellent
story.
idea, Bill.
Wait a second. I've also had another thought. If Marrow's out, maybe his room is empty.
Client. You're supposed to be the client.
Do you say that because that is legit? Like,
Am I in your sidebar? Am I in?
Oh,
the-
no, this is definitely
we're all
just us two.
sidebarring.
Okay.
No, I think we're all sidebarring as like a.
Okay.
She's the intern. She's part of my sidebar now.
I think actually it was probably
He's too
initially
hungover.
just us,
Yeah.
and then Liana just like, oh, I'm involved in
Gonna
this
like,
too.
I'm just gonna like sidle in because I want to be in the sidebar too.
And also, you doing the hungover thing of probably being a little bit louder than you potentially.
it's not. The levers aren't quite working.
Yeah.
Well, ain't Mr. Marrow the one that we want to hire us? And
She's
pay
right.
and pay us?
She's right. Good instincts.
Yeah.
He'll probably be here in an hour or so.
Maybe let's just ask Luca if anything's going on.
I'll go get Luca.
Oh,
And
brilliant.
sort of skitters.
Gonna take out
around.
an old timey detective notepad and pencil. The pencil has been bitten to shit. Like
Yeah, and start smoking. I'm going to start smoking as well, obviously.
Sprinklers go on and just immediately.
Oh,
Don't.
God.
No smoking in the diner. Thank you.
It's the government again. They're ruining everything.
It's a real, like, directed sprinkler, actually. It's like a jet that just suddenly, like, hits the cigarette and just puts it out. As you sort of, this cigarette falls out, you see from like this proper, like, double swingy diner doors comes this incredibly glamorous Samsarin. She's got this sort of almost verging on purple skin. She's got deep red hair, like long, sort of wavy going down her back. She's wearing a halter neck red dress. She's got like gold rings, gold jewelry. And she walks out. And Corey, you've met Luca before. And she goes, "Oh, well, hello there, Corey, darling."
Luca, fabulous as always.
It's a pleasure.
So, Luca, we actually have come into a little bit of work around your... How should I refer to him? Maro, what is your relationship? You, Syndrel...
Oh, we're all partners. We're all together.
Oh, good. So...
Obviously, we're thrilled to have Maro back, so...
Must have been a very emotional time.
Incredibly.
Did you have any headache pills? Do you anything? Maybe something like that.
Oh, I've got some Abadarfen down the back. If you're feeling quite all right, sweetheart.
Oh, some Abadarfen would be just wonderful.
Hold on one sec. I think I've got something that's perfect for you. You don't need that. And she dives behind. She starts like creating this concoction, and she sort of gets a little twizzly thing, twizzles it round. It's in a cocktail shaker. She shakes it sort of 3 times over the shoulder, flips it a few times, adds a couple of drops of this sort of purple glowing liquid, and pours out into this sort of margarita glass. And goes, "Try that. It'll fix you right up." How special.
Drink it.
As you drink it, you feel your hangover just wash away.
Ooh.
And she winks at you and goes, "Put a little something special in there for you, Corey."
Luca, you're an angel. You're an angel. Thank you so much.
You're one of our best customers, so...
I can plan to continue to be. So, Maro, is there anything you can tell us about it? How did he turn up? What happened?
I mean, Maro's one of the most special people you'll ever meet. You know his story, right?
Remind me.
Well, he's pre-Gap android. He remembers a time before the Gap. No one quite knows how old he is. Even Maro doesn't know, but he doesn't like to talk about it, but, well, he's fascinating, and he's, not keen on talking about it, but he has stories, but then he woke up with this huge gap in his memory banks. And, he went missing in the crash. He was on a trip to Vesk 1 out in near space, trying to find a new gold distiller. It's one of the best alcohols in the whole galaxy. And, well, he hasn't fully told us the specifics. I think it's still quite traumatic for him, but he got spat out in the crash and we didn't hear from him. So, well, we assumed the worst. And, luckily I still had Semdred. And he came back to us yesterday.
So heartening to hear. Miracles really do happen.
Indeed. We're having a party later, actually. Celebrate his return.
Fantastic. I think I have a date, actually, but maybe
right.
we can come along afterwards.
Sure. I mean, bring her along. Him, I don't know. Whatever your preference is, Corey.
And he came back. Maro came back yesterday. Who's been in to see him since?
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't around yesterday. Me and Semdred were cleaning up the flat, getting ready for him returning.
Okay. I have no further questions. I'll just sit back now. How does my hangover feel? Is this a temporary solution, or do I need to?
It's gone. Luca is a bit of a magician when it comes to drinks.
Goddess.
Yes. So, okay, excellent. Well then, I'd probably just wait for Maro to get back.
All right. Yep. Well, if there's anything else I can be of assistance with, Snicked, lovely to see you.
Always wonderful to see you, Luca.
And sorry, I don't think we've met.
Hi, my name's Thaliana Maisie Cresswell. It's lovely to meet you. I'm an intern.
Thaliana Maisie Creswell. Well, I hope they're paying you properly. And she sort of flicks her hair and waltzes to the back.
I don't know what she meant by that. Don't worry about it. We always pay the people we work with. Always. Right? Right, Corey?
Would you like any breakfast?
Jesus.
She's right behind you.
Oh God, what was Nick have for breakfast? I haven't been thinking about this.
I definitely take it.
Pancakes. We have full Absalomish breakfast. We have, which is sausages, eggs, beans, bacon, hash browns.
Do you have that breakfast cereal that's got the little marshmallows in it?
Oh, yeah. Plucky Harms. Yeah. Plucky Harms. Loads of it. Yeah.
Can I get that? Instead of milk, can you just mix all the juices you've got in the kitchen together and then just put
all the juices, like orange juice, pineapple juice, cranberry juice,
Yeah,
apple
I didn't
juice.
mean a lot of juices. I meant all the juices in the kitchen.
I just want to... You mean all the fruit juices, not like any weird kind of juice?
Oh,
like
you got weird
milk.
juice.
Well, milk could be a juice. Is it like animal juice?
Oh, milk's a suspension of fats in the water. Let's not get into that. No, just the fruit juices.
Just the fruit juices. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Yeah. And she's scurrying. Oh, I'm sorry. Anything else for anyone?
Are there prices on the menu?
Yeah, it's you know, it's reasonable. It's sort of 3 to 6 credits per meal. I don't know if I've got the credits numbers right at all. You could get Plucky Harms for 3 credits for a bowl of Plucky Harms.
I'll go for a full Absalom, please.
That's 6 credits for the full Absalom.
I'm Plucky Harms for 3 credits.
Okay.
Jesus.
Do you want it with the juices or with milk?
Just with milk, thank you.
Okay, great. And she runs out back and comes back pretty quickly and throws them down. And then the full Absalom takes a little bit longer, but not long. She puts the Lucky Harms down, goes back, grabs the full Absalom. Here you go, everybody. Enjoy.
Perfect.
He does not use a spoon.
Sir.
Snick 100% does not use a spoon. It's like he got pennies.
Oh, it's Bessie. Okay, fine. As you're eating, you do hear the front door opens and in walks Marrow. And sort of goes to head towards the back.
Yeah, I think I'll stand up. Actually, I'm still feeling renewed now. Is it Marrow by any chance?
Oh, yes. How can I be of assistance?
So good to meet you. We are special representatives of a company that work very closely with Eyes Wide. Believe that you may have some need of our services.
Did Tyver talk to you? That's silly bull. Okay, yes. You are investigators?
By investigators is putting it mildly. We are paragons of intuition and insight.
Oh, well, fantastic. Do you have correspondence or a business card that I can...
Oh, I'm probably doing it here somewhere.
We're post paper. We don't use that. We're so boutique that actually you have to be introduced to us, and we now know you. So,
well, if Diver sent you, make a diplomacy check for me.
Come on, Corey. Don't blow it.
Come on, Corey. Oh yeah, this is our first good roll of the whole campaign. Yeah. That is 23.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh, well,
I knew it. I believed in you.
you certainly have a certain je ne sais quoi. So I don't know why I said je ne sais quoi. I'm not French. Maybe I
Sounds
am.
like you might be French now.
Maybe I'm a bit French. I don't know. I can't do any of your accents. Why am I even trying? Shall we have a seat?
Please, this is, after all, your house.
Well, I don't live here. I just own it.
Of course you don't. A figure of speech. Ah!
Very funny, I think. Are these your associates? I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
I'm Snicked. Pleasure to make your acquaintance,
Snicked.
Mr. Marrow.
Marrow, yes. And sorry, you are?
My name's
This is
Thaliana.
Thaliana. Lovely to meet you.
Well,
I hope they're paying you properly.
everybody
We
says
always
that.
do.
It's pretty strange. Everyone keeps saying that. Don't, Mr. Marrow.
It's like sitting down into the seat.
How can we help you, Mr. Marrow?
Well, I don't know how much you know, but
Very
I
little.
was traveling in the drift during the crash, and I got ejected. My ship, it it hit an asteroid. It split in twain, and I was injured. The ship was destroyed. And it turns out I ended up in the diaspora. And I was picked up by some ruffians on a salvage ship. And I sold many of my valuables to them in return for my rescue and safe passage home. Signet rings with a beautiful sapphire in, an antique fountain pen, a set of suits, everything I was carrying, basically. But, look, I'm grateful for them for getting me home, but the only thing I really care about finding and getting back is I had this ancient gold coin. It's nothing remarkable about it. It's sentimental. It's mostly worn down. You can't read the writing on it. But if you look closely, you can make out the image of a tiny mug of ale. And can everyone make me a mysticism check, even if you're not trained in it? Mysticism.
Oh, that's got to be one of the symbols, hasn't it?
I rolled an 18.
Okay.
I think I got a
I
16.
rolled 14.
Okay, DC was 15. Sorry, Corey. And
Corey definitely nods like he understands.
yeah.
Of course.
Interestingly, what I would have liked Corey to get, but anyway, Snicked, Thally, this rings a bell in your head, from whatever basic educational learnings you have. Caden Kalian was the god of freedom, drink, and bravery from Galerion. So, and he's known as the accidental god. He was once a mortal mercenary who was really known for going out, getting drunk, and after a series of sort of drunken wagers that were just sort of escalating, he staggered into the cathedral in Galerion, which used to hold the Starstone, and he emerged laughing days later and ascended to godhood, seemingly ignorant of how he had even done this, and then he became the god of freedom, bravery, alcohol, drinking, and his faith spread pretty quickly amongst taverns and pubs, and that's
And Munro
Caden.
is an android?
Yes, I'm an android.
Okay, sorry, I don't know why I talked about you in the third person. And when you said you were found in the diaspora, were you drifting in the void, or were you...
Yes.
For how long?
I do not know. I powered down.
For, a couple of years?
Oh, no, I think relatively... I was on the ship for a few months to get back here.
Right.
It was relatively soon after the crash they found me.
Okay.
I'm trying to look up the map. What's the
Diaspora is basically where the asteroid belt would be in our solar system. The Packwell system is loosely based.
Oh yeah.
And so it's an asteroid belt of but there's also they're all sort of mini little planets. They have little things that live on it, but
Okay.
millions of asteroids, each up to 600 miles across.
And the folks who you think have got this coin, are they still going to be in the diaspora?
No, they brought me back here yesterday. I assume they're still here. I overheard them talking. They were saying they might try and get it to Casperia Arabani. I don't know if you know of her. She's a dealer in the eye. She has a museum. It's filled with gaudy pieces. But look, they can keep the ring. They can keep the suits. They can keep the pen. It's just that coin. It's what I have left of Galerion.
Galerion was real.
Yes, of course. Why wouldn't it have been?
Oh no! You had to be stupid to not believe it was real. Obviously.
Right.
Right. So, where did you dock, Mr. Marrow?
We docked in Little Acton not long ago, yesterday.
Son of a bitch. Well, I think we might have a lead about where to go and have a chat to some people.
And the name of the ship?
The name of the ship was the Derelict Salvage.
Son of a bitch. I think we might know precisely where your coin was yesterday.
Alright, I think they were probably sold it pretty quick and then probably went out and had a lovely drink. That seems like their way. They
So
honestly, they
Casperia.
acted more like pirates than anything else. Casperia, yes. Arabani, she's a good woman, but she wouldn't know real culture if it slapped her in the face.
And sorry, this was an Emily question. What was the name of the ship again?
The derelict salvage.
Derelict. So.
But you sense that maybe this coin has already been traded onwards. From the
I
ship.
have no such sense, but I would expect they went straight to her. They probably knew that once I started talking to people, let's just say their methods weren't the nicest of getting my stuff off me to get me back here.
Okay.
I'm not big fans of them, let's put it that way.
And do you know the name of the Casperia's establishment in the Eye?
It's the Arabani Museum.
But they wouldn't have traded it directly there, right? It must have had some intermediary.
I do not know. Caspani, she tends to invite people to speak to her if they say they have important relics that they want to sell. You know, she's got a lot of protection, that woman. Her family is got a lot of money.
So let's also be clear. Would you say you were coerced into selling this important item?
I did not sell it. They took it from me. I would have given them everything but they demanded it all. And well, I wanted to get back to Lucre and Semdred.
Why have you not gone to see Casperia Arabani yourself?
That's a good question. I don't always... I can rub people up the wrong way, you know? And also, I just got back, and I'll be frank with you, I have the cash to make other people do it for me.
That is an excellent segue, because a job like this will require all of our manpower working for the limited time, of course, that we are on the job, assuming it is limited. And so we want to make sure that we put together a very... Person power, thank you. Yes, of course.
Yes.
I just get so
And
used
a
to
little
it.
bit of robot.
I was going to
power.
ask, and the robot
He's here
as well.
too.
Yes,
Our
good.
thing power, all of our thing power towards this endeavor, we'll want to put together a very generous package. And so I'm going to go with double the rents.
Okay, and what would that be?
Nicked.
Well, a typical rate for a job like this would be, can we get 500. So 1,000 credits probably for a job like this.
1,000 credits. Make a diplomacy check for me, Snack.
1,000 credits.
Lee? I panicked. I literally was like, I don't know how much things cost.
You're just like
Neither do
double.
I.
He's like
That was a
double what?
13.
13. Yes, 1,000 credits. I tell you what, I give you 500 now. I give you 500 when you get the ring back. And should you require any cash to buy the coin, back off Caspani, you send her my way and I'll sort the money out for that.
Deal.
Fantastic. Where should I transfer the money to?
We just all sit there like...
I have literally done this, and I'm sure that, we've all done freelance work. I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah.
everyone has had
And
this
you're
moment.
like, I've said a number and you've just said yes, and I was expecting no.
Yeah. I literally said a number once so outrageous. I was just like, I don't want to have to do this. You're going to make me miss this other thing, so fine, let's just say this much. And they were like, yep, sure.
And you're like,
Oh, shit, I've got to do it now.
shit, now it has to be good.
Okay.
Okay,
wow.
wonderful. Look, let me know where to send the money and I'll transfer you the 500. I really do appreciate this.
Well, Mr. Matt, we won't let you down. As the owner of a fine establishment like this, we know you're a person with an excellent character. We want to help you out.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Does that mean the food's on the house as well, by the way?
You're a cheeky one. I like it. Yes, of course. You eat here for free today.
Should have gone for a more expensive breakfast.
Excellent. Just modify my character sheet.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Lovely. As you all sit and you have some
credits.
nice breakfast, and I will let you decide how you disperse the credits. Marrow does send the credits, 500 credits over, and we will take a short break. There. Ooh.
Plop, plop,
We'll
plop,
come
plop,
back.
plop, plop.
Everybody. And yeah, we'll be back in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere, or do. You can do what you like. You're your own
Yeah,
free
if
agent.
you like, if you want to.
Why was I the only one?
Again, I wasn't. I said before it was like, what if everybody would come back in and everyone does an impression of a TIE fighter, and then all these three chumps were just like, oh, brilliant, like this,
like this, like this.
like no, the sound of a TIE fighter.
What is the sound?
It's like a screaming. It's like, ah!
Yeah, but you have to do the hands with it anyway. Okay, so
Sound of the person driving it.
Ah!
help. So
I have no side visibility.
So, where were we? The group have appeared to have taken a job from Munro the android to retrieve a coin that they traded in order to get passage back to Absalom's station. So, you are in the neon glass finishing up your breakfast. You can see Luca and Mimosa are sort of hurrying around, and they seem to be sort of getting party stuff ready. You can see Luca's making some like ice sculptures and things like that are going to be put out. Mimosa's sort of hurriedly like making little canapes and things that are going onto trays for the party this evening to welcome Munro back. Where are you leaving? What would you like to do?
Right. Okay. So let's think. We know who had the coin, and we know where it's ended up, probably. And they may have been sold directly. It may not. But the last person who definitely saw the coin were the crew on the derelict salvage.
But then again, Casperia Arubani, that's the person who they're going to sell it to, isn't it? She's in the eye. And...
Much easier to get to the crew than it is to get in the eye.
Yes. But then what do we learn by going to the crew?
Didn't
that
Maro say they probably already got rid of it already?
But we don't know exactly who they got rid of it to.
But, I mean...
Well, her.
There's only one... Yeah.
That's what he said. Unless you have reason to not believe that information.
I know. It's one of those highfalutin, high society types from the eye. They really going to come down to the arms and talk to people like us, the real people? I don't think so.
Are you just worried about going up into the fancy places?
No, would I be worried about that? No.
Snake, you just gotta brush your act up a little bit, you know? It's perfectly possible. You just have to know how to talk, how to hold yourself. You can go as my pet.
Can I roll to see if I'm embarrassed by that?
Yeah, just roll.
Maybe?
Offended, maybe more. I don't think you have to roll. I think you can decide if you're offended by
No,
that.
I rolled a 3. I'm not offended by that at all.
Okay, great. Okay.
I could be a good pet
Corey,
to you, Corey.
You would know that to get into the eye, you either need to be invited, or if you were to go to somewhere like the Arabani Museum, if you had a ticket, that might get you access into the eye.
Right. To get to the museum, we're going to need a ticket. Either that, unless anybody happens to know Casperia Arabani, obviously by reputation, but not personally.
I don't.
Do I look like the kind of person that would know someone who owned an art museum?
Maybe they don't know you, but maybe you know them. Well, then we're going to have to get a ticket. So, oh god. Okay, we're going to need to go to. Is this the sort of place which... You think that's what we'll be needing for this ticket?
If we're going to get... There's several ways into an art museum.
I see. You're saying we bring her something she wants. I like the way you think, Ratman.
Wasn't necessarily where I was going. I was thinking we could go to Diamonds and purchase things that would enable us to get into the art museum.
Like a ticket?
More like a ticker, like a ticking bomb.
That don't sound very safe.
I don't know if I'm familiar with Diamonds. What is this establishment?
Yeah, I've been to Diamonds. Oh, I must have talked to you about it. Okay, I've definitely talked about it, but we were definitely in not the best state. Anyway, we were at least stage 2 at that point. Diamonds? Oh, it's like the best place in all of Absalom. It's where you get all the good stuff. All the good shit. All the guns, the knives, the explosives, the silly putty, the serious putty. All the good stuff.
What's the likelihood that we'd be able to get all that stuff into the eye?
Oh, I mean, just he's just trying to take you to Diamonds.
It's my favourite place. I just want to go to Diamonds.
I'm wondering.
Weapons and things very hard to get into the eye. Grenades probably virtually impossible. But you know, you can buy a ticket to the museum.
Can I go on your computer and look up how much the tickets are? Do you mind?
No, do whatever you want. We're talking shop here. It's a serious conversation we're having.
Yeah, we're talking serious stuff here.
Wait, where are we? Are we still in the
Are you
Neon
heading
Glass?
back to iShot, or are you still in the bar in Neon
I
Glass?
feel like we wouldn't have had a reason to leave the bar, right?
Yeah, no, I think I'm still in the
Is there-
bar. Yeah.
Ms. Luca?
Hi, darling. Yes.
Have you got a computer I can borrow?
Oh, yeah, of course. Hang on, and she pulls like a little iPad out from her pocket. Here you go. What are you looking for, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, I was just trying to see
very
if I
good.
can. I was just trying to see if I can buy some tickets to an art museum.
Oh, where are you going?
The Alabani Art Museum in the
Arabani, yeah.
Arabani.
I'm literally doing an American accent and trying to fall into yours just because I love the Southern accent so much. I'm not doing it. Luca talks like this.
Arabani Art Museum.
Oh, right. Well, I have a pass if you want to borrow it.
You got a museum pass?
I got a season pass. I like it there.
Well, they
Does that mean you can do one thing in the museum and they can't get angry about you? How does it work?
I can just go in for free.
You're talking about a get out of jail free card there, Snicked.
Yeah, a pass.
No, Snick, no, I think you've misunderstood. I'm a member of the Arabani Museum.
Do you have to be yourself there, or could we borrow your pass?
I could get you in as my guests.
Hey, do you want to come with us on a trip to the art museum?
Oh, no, I'm gonna set up the party here, but look, I tell you what, let me make a call. And she goes around the back.
I think we've been talking about this diamond and what we could potentially get there. And just get it. You know, it's extremely difficult to get things into the eye, Snick. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to insert them into places where I know that the guards do not look.
Way ahead of you, boss. I've already got stuff that I'm packing in my pockets.
Excellent. That is exactly what I meant. Good. So, big pockets, lots of room. Largest thing we could get in there?
In practical experience, revolver.
That doesn't seem big enough. I'll be honest. For a job like this, we're going to need masonry drills.
Luca comes back out and, okay, I spoke to Casperia. She's a good friend, so you can all go today, I assume.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Fantastic.
If Casperia is a good... Were you just talking to her directly?
Yes, yeah, I just had a chat with her on the phone.
I don't suppose she said anything about getting a new shiny gold coin or anything, did she?
No, didn't mention it. It was quite a quick conversation. We're kind of frenemies, I guess you might say. You know,
okay, forget about it. Forget about it.
But I've put your names on the list.
I can totally hear that conversation. It's like, oh, darling.
Darling.
You simply must come. You haven't seen our new exhibit of looted colonial goods.
I invited her tonight, but apparently she's too busy, so she doesn't like to travel to the Spike.
Yeah.
Well, this is great.
Not good enough for them, is it?
Pretty much.
Would spit on the floor, but we're in a nice
Please don't
establishment.
spit on the floor in my bar.
I reckon this job's gonna be real easy because Mara wanted the coin back, and she probably has it, and we'll just go over there and say, hey, can we get that coin back, and it'll be fine.
Casperia's a sweetheart. She's just a bit up herself.
Like all those eye types. They think they're so much better than us just because they got money and property and, the right to be able to do things.
You know what, Snake? That's exactly what it is.
Yep. And, sometimes people earn that privilege, right? Sometimes you've got to look at those people and think, that's who I need to be. Those are the people I'm aiming to be.
It's one way of looking at it, I suppose, Corey.
So, shall we go?
Good luck.
I can't wait.
Tell her I said hi. And she sort of flounces to the back.
Right. I think while we've been doing this, I will say, okay, Snick. Now, to be completely serious here for a second, if you will be searched head to toe. All of your clothing will be searched. They will flush you out if they suspect anything wrong. Like they will. There is no way of bringing weapons into the eye. It's just not possible. The security is excellent. This is going to
Corey, make a culture check.
Got a small bird.
20!
At 20? You're completely right. It's difficult to get weapons in. If you have a pass to go to a ticket, you will be to a museum or something. You will be allowed one weapon, one defense weapon, because that is the world that they live in.
Okay, can we swing by the office because I've got to unload a couple of things.
Right.
Okay, you head back to the office. Snicked, what are you unloading?
I will take out my binders, my concussion grenade, 2 knives.
Leaving how many knives?
That's only leaving 1 knife.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And I think everything else would be all right. They won't have a problem with that. No. No, it's just slime. It'll be fine. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Just got the one. Look. See? It's just the one. For now.
I'll shit my rifle over my back. Just adjust myself in the mirror. If I had any dress sort of clothes, I would wear them, but I don't. These are the best clothes I have.
Yeah.
But I still look good.
Actually, to tell you what, everyone make a disguise check just to see how much you can eye up your appearance.
Oh, holy shit! It is actually a skill. I did not notice that. I even put a skill point in it. 23.
23. Very good.
15.
15. 8. I will say, Snicked and Corey, Snicked sort of slick some of his hair down, and he looks a little bit more dapper than normal. Just making all the hair go the same way really does work for Snicked. And he's got a suit on already, so you just sort of, neaten it up. Corey, you managed to sort of brush off some of the crumbs of what you're wearing, and you look as good as you're going to look, especially given how you felt this morning. And Thally, you don't really know what's going on here. You're just going to go to a lovely art museum. Sounds nice.
Thally is gonna fiddle with Fruby and remove from somewhere inside Fruby a pistol.
Ruby!
I guess dismounted.
Ruby!
So you're keeping the melee arm, but losing the pistol.
Yeah. And then she's also going to take another pistol out of her backpack.
Oh my god.
Game ready.
Are we watching this?
Oh yeah, you see Thally unloading weapons.
Not sure Thally was telling us absolutely everything, Corey.
These are just in case of pests and birds and stuff, and this one it just stuns them if they get in the greenhouse, and you got to take them out because mostly they're alright on the outside. It's only if they get inside you just want to stun them, and we don't injure them or nothing, or we try not to.
How evil does the gun look?
How evil does the gun look, Thally?
So there's a little stun pistol, which was from her bag. Fruby's is a semi-automatic.
Fruby looks like a serious bit of kit. But Thally's looks like a stun gun, kind of
the Pettersson tracks, are they pretty big?
Some of them can be, yeah. And sometimes if you're out by yourself, like checking the fences and that, you gotta take. I always take Fruby with me just in case something tries to eat me,
Fruby.
Thanks, Fruby. Good work.
Fruby.
All right.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. That's on the corporate checking account.
Everybody back in the cab. Okay, I'll say it's 3 credits to get to the center and to get to the eye. So you approach the eye, and as you you go up the spike, you go through the arms, through the ring, and you see this huge dome appearing, and the dome itself is about 2 miles diameter, and the station itself is 5 miles. So it's huge, and it goes high up, and it sort of has this iridescent sort of sheen to the outside of it. And Corey, having been in the dome before, you know it's because inside is projections of a sky and, you know, whatever the time of day is. In the eye, you feel like you're on a planet, not a station. And there are sort of gates and checkpoints all around the perimeter of the eye, and you approach one of them in the cab, and I assume you all get out. And
Snicked is very unsure about all this. Snicked has never been to the eye before.
And there is just a panel on the wall where a screen pops up, and a sort of just floating eyes, nose, mouth, face kind of thing just appears and goes, "Please present your pass to enter the eye." And you don't have a pass. You weren't given a pass.
I was going to say, we just have to give our names. She just made the arrangement. We don't have.
We are.
Well, you still don't have tickets, do we?
No. Corey, you do the talking. Corey, what do we do? All right.
Of course. Yes, Second Lieutenant Corey Vanderleer, here under the guest patronage of Luca. And
yes.
Yes, thank you very much.
Noted.
Thank you. And we're here to see the...
Arabani.
Hesperia Arabani at the Arabani Museum.
Thank you very much, yes.
May I ask, do you also have Snicked and Thaliana with you?
They know about us.
Don't like this. They know my name.
Hi, that's us. We're here too. There's 3 of us.
Please respond yes or no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you say
Yes.
Derbyshire? No. No. Okay. No. Sorry. Excellent. Opening doors now, and you see a portion of this sort of the edge of the dome just sort of rotates and opens, and it reveals almost like a little mini dome and a little bubble inside it for you to walk into.
So is it purely pedestrianised within inside the dome?
You don't know yet.
Oh.
They really don't want any old people coming in, do they?
They don't like car ownership here. I don't like it.
As you enter into the bubble, it closes behind you, and you're in this sort of sphere, and you hear scanning for weapons. Unnecessary weapons. Scanning.
Necessary.
I need Snicked to make a bluff check.
Sure. Bluff. That is a 19.
Okay, very good. No unnecessary weapons detected. Please enjoy your stay. And the bubble lifts and then just starts floating, and the edges of it start to clear, so it's less cloudy and sort of iridescent. And as you look out, you see this beautiful blue sky with sort of fluffy clouds above it. There are skyscrapers with trees almost as tall as the skyscrapers next to them. There's grass and beautiful gardens all around, and you just sort of float in this bubble, and you arrive outside this sort of very tall white marble building with these huge marble steps leading up to big gold doors, and above the doors in big gold lettering it says the Arabani Museum. And the bubble sort of sets you down and sort of then just sort of pops and just evaporates.
I don't like it here, Corey. This is all weird.
Corey gets out and smells the air.
It is so fresh.
Why
It's
does
got
it smell so strange?
petrichor, like grassy grass after rain. That's petrichor, isn't it? That's what it is. Yeah. Petrichor.
Corey, I can't smell industry. I can't recall the taste of oil. Oh, it's horrible.
I think it's lovely. A little warm, but lovely.
As you say, a little warm, a tiny little drone sort of comes up from the pavement, and just a little fan just starts like blowing air onto your face.
Hey, well, this is great.
They're
They
always
got everything
listening.
here.
They've got eyes and ears everywhere.
Thank you, little drone. This is great.
Yeah.
Doesn't talk.
Right, can we please get inside?
Yeah, Corey starts walking purposefully up the steps.
As you walk up the steps. Sorry, come.
Yeah, I think Corey's demeanor now is actually strangely almost annoyed. Like you get that feeling that, for some reason you can't tell why.
Yeah. As you walk up the steps, you see these big gold ornate doors, and they look like ones that you would have to, do a big push open. And as you get there, they slide, and they sort of do like a choo, and really quickly open. And as you walk in, the entrance to this gallery has a gift shop straight in the middle with like all sorts of items on the shelves. There are sort of crystalline figures, replicas of like famous art pieces from all over the Pact Worlds. Most of you don't know them, but Corey, you probably recognise a few of them. And there are sort of random articles of clothing hung on stands. And behind, you walk in, this is big room with sort of pillars. And behind the gift shop, there's sort of this almost forest of sculptures growing from the marble floor, and it's sort of casting all these strange shadows on the walls. And yeah, you are now in the Arabani Museum.
How do you think we find this Casperia?
As you say that, you hear, "Did someone call for me?" And this human woman, grey hair, pulled back in a very tight bun, half-moon glasses, and this long white sort of robe sort of almost floats over to you from the left-hand side. "You must be Corey, Second Lieutenant Vandalier, and Snicked, and of course, Miss Creswell. It's a pleasure to meet you all."
Thank you.
"Luca told me you'd be arriving."
She said to say hi.
"Did she now?"
Yeah.
"How lovely of her."
I know. Isn't she just wonderful?
"She's the best."
Oh. And this place you got here, this is just, wow, this is lovely.
"What can I do for you?"
Well, actually, is it funny you mentioned Luca, because she was actually telling us about how she was, I'd say it, rather jealous actually of some of your most recent acquisitions. She was talking about
Recent acquisitions.
Yes, she was saying that you had a way of getting your hands on the most exquisite pieces, and that she'd rather wish she could have seen them.
Well, she isn't wrong about that. She's obviously welcome to the gallery any time. She is a season ticket holder, after all.
I don't suppose you might be able to perhaps show us some of your most recent pieces? I mean, maybe we could report back and explain how...
Are you just here for a tour, Lieutenant?
I'm here for whatever I can get. Nope.
Well, it's certainly not quite what I was expecting, but...
Snicked is definitely tugging at his sleeve. It's like, "Corey, can we please get on with this?"
"Follow me. I'll show you some of the pieces." And she starts walking through the sculptures, and as you move through the sculptures, they separate and like almost the sculptures move. So if it's like a human, they'll sort of back up so you can move in and out and sort of get a real good look at whatever sculpture is around. And she talks you through some of the pieces, saying this is from Eox. It's one of the few artists that come from that planet. It's a beautiful piece. And she's just giving you a sort of little mini tour, and she goes, "But I think maybe follow me this way." And she takes you to a little back room, and you enter. And it's just, you go in and it's just pitch black. And she snaps a finger, and suddenly this cacophony of light and sound just erupts everywhere. And she goes, "Welcome to the hollow art room." And you see like ethereal fish suddenly like diving through water in the air, birds with like pixelated feathers zooming all around. There's sort of trees growing and like growing out and sort of coming towards you. It's a bit of a sensory overload. And she goes, "It's our latest exhibition. I think it's rather wonderful, don't you?"
It's quite overwhelming.
"Yes, that's the point."
It's like what they have in the spa.
The spa?
Do you know Greta, not Lacuna Beach? Do you know
Oh, Abundance, of course. Well, yes, Parallel sponsored this room.
Parallel sponsored. I'm from Traxxas, so
It's a
I've
pleasure
never
to
been
meet
inside,
you.
but I've heard all about it.
Well, it's lovely to meet you. I've never had the joy of experiencing Abundance myself.
I hear it's very nice.
You've never been?
Well, I haven't, paid for a treatment or nothing like that.
Right. Can't afford it, I assume.
I don't think so, no.
Right.
Did we see any evidence of the coin on our trip through the museum?
No, not so far. I'm not even going to make you roll for it.
Did we see anything of Yosoki art?
I'm going to roll.
Oh, no.
I got a natural 1. No.
Typical. Absolutely.
And you would know, some Yosoki, they make some incredible, like, very mechanical-looking sculptures, but they are, like, they're considered, like, high art in
very
a lot of
dangerous.
circles. And very dangerous, yes. Right, so, would you like to see more of the museum? Or I can leave you to wander on your own?
Corey, please, can you ask her about the coin?
I'm sorry, I'm a bit confused as to why you requested me personally. Was that just Luca trying to get me away from my business?
Was not. I think Luca has held you in the highest respect. It was simply that we were actually interested in a specific piece.
Well, what can I help you with?
Mentioned that perhaps you had some excellent, really individual coins in your collection.
Interesting. I have one such coin. It recently came into my possession.
Oh, like today or yesterday?
Yesterday.
That must be the one.
Sorry, what's this about?
Just we are coin enthusiasts. I am in particular a coin enthusiast. And Luca, she cannot get enough of them.
I've known Luca for many years. She's never once indicated any interest in coins.
She is a dynamic and changing person, and
Numismaniac, she is.
Well, it's currently, as I say, I only received it yesterday. It's not on display yet.
well, it must be a very, very special piece if you were to have acquired it.
We're having it validated. The people who sold it believe that it could be from the Gap, but
Incredible that you own such a piece from the Gap.
I'm not 100% sure of that myself.
And how do you find that out? Whether it's from the Gap or not? Where do you validate it?
Oh, well, I will inspect it. I have the technology upstairs. I haven't got around to it yet. It's early in the morning.
I wonder if would you be able to show myself and Thelania around perhaps a little Theliana. I'm so sorry. Around perhaps a little more. I believe Snicked, you have somewhere to be. Is that correct?
Yes, I've got to get down to the Spike for important business related to Eyes Shut. Yes.
Right. Okay. Snicked, make a bluff check. I tell you what. If you want to roll aid, Corey, so you roll and you need to beat. I think it's just a 10 on bluff, and then Snicked will get +2.
Right.
I will roll sense motive for.
It's a nat 1.
Okay, so you don't get the +2.
That's 17.
Okay, you beat her 15. Right. Okay. Well, have fun. Would you like to see the painting gallery? We've got some lovely pieces.
Love to.
And she takes you out and leads you away. And Snicked, you are left in the hollow art gallery with fish jumping around your face.
Okay. She did not give any indication about where things may be that were not on play.
No.
Oh boy, okay. Within the hollow art, is there, or have I seen any indication of doors, like fire exits, or something that would lead somewhere other than for public?
So there is the. Okay, yeah, make a perception check.
Ooh, that is 22.
Oh, yeah. So there was the door you came through, and then you notice on sort of the side wall, where currently there's a projection of a tree, there is sort of a very thin line of light, and it looks like there is potentially a door there that maybe activates if in case of an emergency.
Okay, how to create an...
Or, I mean, there's a door there as well. I'll say.
Okay, well, yeah.
But the light maybe illuminates it, but isn't necessarily illuminated right now.
Okay, right. Yeah, can I... Is there anybody else around? Is it just us at the museum?
It's just you there that you've seen so far.
Okay. Kind of skulking around. Walk over and see if I can try the door.
Okay. Yeah, it opens.
Uh-huh.
Onto the street outside. It's a fire exit.
Okay. Not gonna go out that.
So dives out automatic.
I did it, a door.
Okay. Right, and we didn't see anything else that would like, because we went straight through. Like,
You went into like the main public area. I mean, there were other doors and things in the main room and things.
Route around and investigate to see if I can find somewhere that might look like go behind.
Yeah, so I'll say you go back out into the sort of the main area with all the sculptures and the weird things. Make a perception check.
Rolling well today. 21.
Nice. Yeah. So as you're looking at the door as you came in, and you remember she came from the left, so to your where you're looking to the right now, there is a door that sort of says staff only on it.
It's like you try to create scenarios in these games sometimes that are designed for me to hate. Okay.
I create scenarios. I don't think I created this scenario in the slightest.
I don't know if that. Right. Okay. I mean, is there anyone else around? Like, it seems like she works this museum by herself.
You don't see anyone.
I mean, danger.
Oh,
Danger.
High voltage.
oh God. Okay. This isn't how I thought this would go down.
It doesn't have to. Just saying it.
You're just saying it.
Okay. Right. Well, we gotta
open the door.
You've just made this happen.
Doesn't have to happen.
Okay. Sure. Let's try and walk through the door.
You go through. It's a door. It opens. You are in a corridor with a staircase leading upwards.
Okay. Can I have a look around for anything that looks like it would be? I don't know. There must be some kind of room where you bring in recent acquisitions before sorting them all out, kind of thing.
Okay, so you go up, and it's sort of like this red carpeted stairs, and there is a corridor with sort of various doors, and they've sort of got glass signs on them with various things like, you know, HR and I don't know, other things that places have and offices. And at the very end, you do see there is a room that says acquisitions in gold letters.
Okay, I'll go in. I'll go into there.
It's locked.
Why?
You're the little rat operative. You can pick a lock, right? Simon, right?
There isn't a lock picking skill. I don't think.
That's a good question. Hang on.
There must be lock picking tools.
Is that not sleight of hand? Let's have a look and see what
Okay.
you need, whether you need tools and things. Let's have a Google. While we do that,
I did on toolkits. There wasn't.
Corey, Thally, what are you up to?
Can I, while we're being sort of talked to about one of
Yeah.
the pieces,
Yes.
I'll just sort of like sidle up to Theliana and Theliana. I realise that Snicked may be in a little bit over his head.
Not very.
What's
cool.
happening? I thought we came to ask the lady about the coin.
When is the
Wait. Why
when
didn't you-
was
I'm confused because I thought she might have that coin we wanted and we was going to ask her about it and say,
Yeah, sure.
hey, can we have it back? And then Mara was going to pay her for it.
Yeah, I just don't think that money actually is the way to retrieve things from rich people. In my experience, it may be the fact that we want it will make it out of our price range. Does that make sense? Much better to simply acquire it and then suggest that we reimburse her for the thieved product, which we are simply returning to its rightful owner. Does that make sense?
Sort of. Okay. Well, look, you're the expert. I'm just the intern.
Sorry, I'm just
What?
looking at DCs of locks, and I found them. It's engineering checks.
I do get a +2 on engineering from. Oh, it's trained own. Oh yeah, so I still get the +2. I just don't get plus. Oh no, I can't do the check because I'm not trained in it.
Do you think?
Yeah, no, you can't try and pick the lock. You can try, but you will fail, basically.
Okay.
Do you think maybe if Snick needs some help, could you maybe drop back and radio into Snick and see how he's doing if he needs some help or anything?
Right. And then go help him?
yes, I mean that could work.
So this painting was inherited by my grandfather.
How fascinating.
I'm just gonna say, excuse me, and just wander off towards a bathroom.
Oh, yes, down the corridor on the right.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, so anyway, it depicts the collapsing supernova of the solar system.
So the acquisitions room, is it
Yes.
accessible any other way? Is there a window?
It appears, so it's literally at the end of a corridor, like head of the end of the corridor, if that makes sense. So there are other doors on the sides, and it's right at the end. There is no way around it, or you assume it's quite a big room on the other side of the door.
And there isn't like a ventilation system or anything?
No, not that you can see.
Okay, right.
Not even one from the top with lasers over the edge of it?
As cool as that would be. No, it's a solid corridor.
Okay.
Not from this angle, anyway.
And is this like a big wooden door? Like,
It's not a big metal door.
oh right,
with-
okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what to do.
I've presented you with a locked door. This is even worse than D&D because you're not even allowed to
Try
try.
and lockpick it, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think I have anything. Could do.
Hi, Mr. Snicked.
You get a call on your phone.
Hello?
Oh, Thaliana, hi.
Oh, hi. Second Lieutenant Vandalier said I should call you and see if you need any help.
Well, at the moment, I'm staring at a locked door, which has got the... Well, I'm pretty sure this is the room that's going to have the coin in, but it's a big metal door, and it's locked, and I can't see any way around it.
Where are you?
Behind the scenes somewhere.
Are you still here? I thought you said you had to go. You said...
Well, I thought on the way to going to... Actually, why am I even lying? No, I'm here. I was lying.
Why, Snicked? Why?
I was lying to Caspani because we're here to try and get the coin.
But she's a friend of Luca's.
Yeah, but also she's got a thing that Marrow owns, and you know we're working for Marrow.
All right. Okay, well, I could come and help you out. That's my job.
Okay, yeah, brilliant. So basically, the way we came in, yeah, you do the opposite of that, and you go the way we didn't go, and then you go up the stairs, and you go to the end of the corridor.
Okay.
With those marvelous instructions, I will say make a perception check to see this. He said behind the scenes, so
6.
you. Oh, I should have just let you see the door. You can't see the staff-only door, I'm afraid. You don't quite know where you're meant to go.
Daniani,
I will.
you still there? You still on the line?
Oh.
Where are
hi,
you?
Snicked. I am in a corridor, and there's a painting on the left of some cows. So I came in, and then I came
If you reach the cow painting, you've gone too far. Right, I can come back around. Tell you what, I'm going to come back down.
Right, okay, I'll look for you.
Yeah, I'll be...
Right, you find each other and you make your way back to this damn door.
Right, okay, this way, quickly.
Okay,
You're at the door.
yeah. What do you want me to do?
Well, have you got any way of trying to get it open? I haven't got a way of picking a lock or anything. Can you do any of your technical... You pressed a bunch of buttons yesterday?
Is it an electric lock?
It is an electric lock.
Is there an interface?
There is a little, little keypad.
Are you sure this is okay?
From our perspective, yes.
Okay, it's an engineering check. I'm going to let you know. This is in the book.
Yeah.
For a simple lock,
Oh no.
you need a 20.
Can I assist?
Okay.
Can I encourage?
Can you assist? Can you? I feel like you should be able to. So you need to roll DC 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an engineering kit.
I rolled an
skills in
8.
engineering.
Okay, you can't assist.
You sure you have an engineering kit?
I have an engineering kit.
Does
I
that
have skill
does,
in engineering?
does engineering kit boost your engineering skill?
I presume it means I can do it full stop. I presume I wouldn't be able to do it if I didn't have
I'm
it.
going to check.
On disguise kit?
These
'cause I
kit.
do have a
No.
disguise-
Provide a +2 circumstance bonus. So yeah, you get a +2 to whatever you roll as well.
Okay. I need to roll at least a 20.
Yeah.
Okay, that means I need at least an 11 on the die.
Okay, it's very doable.
It's
Yeah.
very
Is
doable.
that with your +2?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a +7.
It's 50-50.
I kind of wanna. Wait, you come.
Oh yeah. Oh wait. Can we?
Come
Can we
on.
get? Can we,
the viewers are going on a
podcast
roller
listeners.
coaster.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Oh god. That
can't see
doesn't
it.
look big.
It doesn't look
looks
good.
Real small.
It looks small. Oh wait, no, it's a 12.
Is it a 17?
It's 17.
Christmas
Sally.
is saved.
You
Sorry.
you start sort of tapping in, and you attach your engineering kit, and it whirs away, and you're and a painting a painting falls in the background, but the engineering kit whirs, and the door swings open, and you enter this room, and it's got these shelves and shelves. With sort of things in brown paper. It looks like there's lots of paintings. There's some clothes on a rail, and just sort of a load of artifacts in this room. And the room is pretty big, probably like 30 feet each way. That's not that big. It's
Okay,
big.
right. Get looking for coins.
Okay, I'll get looking for
Gold.
coins.
No,
Nice.
discount.
Do I know what a coin looks like? Because we use cred sticks.
Oh no!
You would know what a coin is, I think.
Okay.
I think you've got enough basic intelligence to know
one of
that a
those
coin.
historical artifacts.
Yeah. Okay. Everyone make perception checks, because there isn't really an investigation.
That does feel like a strange gap.
It does feel like a weird gap, and I'm not quite sure if I'm missing something
Is
that
that
it
just because
should
we're
be
used
instead.
to it, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
9.
Okay.
This is except me.
Except you.
9, no 9.
Okay, with 9s, neither of you see anything that seems coin-like in this room. You also... No, okay, no, that's fine. You got 9s. What am I talking about? You got a 9.
Yeah.
And how long is it to take 10? It's not 10 minutes, right?
Take 10 just gives you the 10 plus whatever, but take 20 is 2 minutes, I think.
Okay.
We've got 2 minutes. Let's take 2
You can
minutes.
take
and
2
keep
minutes.
Searching.
What if we both spend 1 minute for a total of 2 minutes?
You can't do that.
Okay.
One of you can take 20, though.
Look, if we don't find it, I think unless we're really, we're going to keep searching until we're confident it's not here, right?
Yeah. Exactly, which is what take 20 is, basically.
Yeah,
You're gonna-
we would
yeah.
definitely take 20 in this circumstance.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, as you're... Sorry, go on.
Or perhaps
Corey?
I watch the door for anyone coming, and Thaliana takes 20.
So you're standing inside the door or outside?
Inside, but like peeking.
Okay.
How am I doing at just maintaining this, keeping
Oh.
her occupied?
Oh, she could talk all day. You're fine. You don't even have to roll. This is the easiest thing in the world for her. Okay. So Thalia is taking 20, and Snicked. As Thali is sort of going through, and suddenly Thali, you come across on one of the shelves. There is a little red box, and you open it up, and it almost looks like a little jewelry box. And inside is this little gold coin with the picture of a tankard on it. As you do, Snicked, you've kind of got the door cracked open,
Yeah.
and you suddenly feel a gust of wind as the door just bang slams shut, and you hear it sort of a locking mechanism happening. Going.
Tally, did you set the door to relock?
No, I just opened it.
Okay.
Did you let go?
Because the door is
Probably
just
waited.
locked, and we
Well,
are
I'll just
inside.
open it again.
And cutting back to Corey. Oh, yes, so this painting. Oh, this one's lovely. I really like how they got the dapples of the So, I'm so sorry. Lieutenant Vanderleer, do you know where your friends are?
Oh, yes, I believe that my diminutive rodentine friend has gone back down to our offices, and I would say that the intern is probably still in the bathroom. She had a very nasty case of the squids.
Right. I'll be right back, Mr. Vanderleer. And she presses a brooch on her side and disappears.
Instantly. Where are you guys? Where are you? Where are you?
Corey, is that you?
Something's happening. I don't like it. Something's happening.
Corey, we've just
That is
been
me.
locked
Yes, it's
inside a
me.
room. We've just been locked inside the room. I think. Hang on. Taliana, have you just found the coin?
Yeah, I got the coin. Let me try and get this door open again.
Get out.
Make a perception check, Snicked and Thali.
6.
23.
You hear someone walking down the corridor outside the door.
Daniel,
Get out of
quick,
the room. Oh, hi.
throw me the coin.
Get out of the room. Sorry. Get out.
Show me the coin.
I carefully pass Nick a box.
I put the coin in my rodent pouch.
Okay. You're going to have to explain now what the rodent pouch is, I'm afraid. And how you've altered it. How Simon has decided to alter it.
So,
I feel...
Yosoki can store items in their cheeks.
Oh,
Like hamsters.
Like hamsters do.
that's nice.
I thought that Snicked would think that this was not the way that the mouth cheeks were supposed to be used. Snicked keeps things in his butt.
Why?
Because
Simon decided.
Because I thought it would be funny, and Bates said I didn't say no.
Bates didn't say no.
Now,
Bates didn't
unfortunately,
say no.
this coin is going to have to go in one of two axes.
Where are you putting the coin?
I mean,
It's only really
there's
one.
no
You're not
way
gonna
of
put it
bending it.
flat, are you?
So that is definitely just in within the case. That's going.
Yeah.
That's
The
going in
whole
the prison
case?
pocket.
You're putting... Now, technically, with the Yosoki, they can store, like, it's a foot cube in their cheeks. So that's what we've agreed that...
Yep.
Look, I was clearly having a good day when Simon asked me about this. So you
then-
hear someone approaching the door.
I'm going to start banging on the door.
Hello, can I help anyone?
Oh, Rabani, is that you?
It is, yes.
The door just locked on us. I just was looking for the exit. I took a wrong turn, and I'm stuck in here.
Did it now? How interesting. And you hear beep, boop, beep, boop, boop. And the door swings open.
Oh,
Hello.
oh.
Oh, both of you are in here, are you?
Hi.
Oh, you're right behind me.
Oh, sorry. Was that enough?
May I inquire as to why you were in my acquisitions room?
Oh, what does acquisitions mean? I saw that on the door, and I was very confused.
Make
I
a
thought it
bluff
might be a
check.
fancy word for exit. What check was this bluff?
Yeah.
15.
I need to roll. You lucky son of a bitch. I can't roll for shit. Acquisitions is where I keep all the new items that I get.
Oh, that would explain, Valiana. So you were right. It is probably to do with all the things in it. Right. Okay.
Valiana, what were you doing in this room?
Oh, I was just helping Mr. Snicked.
Which was trying to get out of the room once the door closed.
Yes, it does that. Just please hold 1 second. And she enters into the room and then pulls the door behind her, keeping all three of you in. And she starts just going up and down the different shelves. Interesting.
Oh, Fruby's here too, I should say. As you...
Oh, hello, Fruby.
Just stood in the corner.
Yeah, it's like, I don't remember getting this. Oh, yes, of course, the robot.
No, that was man.
Where's the coin?
Can I? Do I see anything that looks like a fire alarm?
Oh, make a perception check.
Come on!
Oh, fuck off. I mean, it's not good, but it's a 9.
You don't see an alarm, but you see in the ceiling there's like a groove in front of all of the like items, and you assume that there's like protective things that come down in the event of an emergency.
Okay, I'm just gonna see the most flammable thing I can see, which isn't a piece of art. I'm just gonna.
You're in a museum,
the-
so the flammable things are
Like a
the
chair.
art.
No, like
This
a
is where
Okay,
you see the Yosoki
okay,
art, sure.
okay. I will give you that there's like a little bench in the middle of the gallery that you're in. Yeah,
God.
Okay, I would take out the gun, the laser gun, which does heat damage, right?
it does heat damage. We did establish that.
And I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna unload into this bench until it catches fire.
Somebody's
Okay.
just trying to take notes on this. Like, oh, how do I describe this?
I'm just trying to. I need to make this thing only 12 episodes long. So as you shoot the bench, the bench starts to like heat and slowly begins to smoke, and you see this little trail go up, 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 and you start seeing this little flashing light in a corner for a little bit,
I'm just gonna start screaming fire, fire, fire.
and I will say, I mean, she has turned to both of you and gone, "Where's the coin?"
Coin?
I'm looking at Snicked.
But we haven't seen any coins here.
Don't lie to me.
Well, not like I haven't seen any coins.
If it was important to Luca, I could have... And then she stops and goes, "Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You need to leave right now. Get out. Go!"
That's what we're
And she
trying to do.
opens the door. And
Yeah, so very sorry for getting lost in there. I didn't
Corey,
know what
you see like these protective screens come down in front of all of the art. The sculptures start, and you suddenly see her appear in the middle of these sculptures in the middle room, and goes, "Where's the fire?" And just starts like scanning as she looks at you.
I'll point to the bench.
Leave now. Tell Luca I'll be having words, and I want that coin back. And then goes into the other room, into the where the bench is.
Sorry, I'm waddling downstairs.
We ran away.
As you run out of the building that you've set fire to, but not the art. So, you know, there's that. As you leave, suddenly a bubble immediately encases you and says, "Access revoked," and it just immediately starts taking you to outside and spills you out onto the pavement outside the eye. You're back inside. It's very much stationed. It smells of oil and dirt and grime.
Oh, it's good to be home.
And as you sort of all look up, you see standing around you 2 Vesk and 1 android and a human woman. And they look down, and one of the Vesk leans in and goes, "I think we made a mistake selling a coin for something it wasn't worth. Lovely to meet ye. We're Derelict Salvage." And that is where we'll end this session.
How did they? What's happening? Who do they know who we are? How do they know who we are? Oh God!
Oh, good
Why is
grief.
this happening? They did though. They did make a mistake. Like that was really valuable.
They did make a
fools.
mistake. I mean, they are fools. But that's where we'll end this session.
Oh.
Boy.
That wasn't what I expected to happen.
Was it not?
No,
I
I didn't. No.
We were going to go have a nice conversation with the nice lady who Luca's literally friends with and said, "Go have a nice conversation
Yeah,
with
and
her."
why can we buy this coin off you?
Which Munro said he would pay for. Oh my God. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
I loved it. I love it.
It was
I did a few little hoops to make sure you didn't get arrested and thrown in jail, but I've got plans. So just amazing. Phenomenal.
Oh boy.
I love you guys. It's the chaos. It's if it wasn't going to be 12 episodes, you'd be in jail right now. That's what I'll say.
She's got no proof. She's got nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, definitely nothing.
No
Definitely
proof?
No proof.
So bad.
You think no CCTV in any when you get
Well, she
9 on
bought us-
perception checks, you know, there's
She bought a stolen coin, didn't she? So
Yeah, we're
Why
repatriating.
it's not. That now see that is a better
Could have had a
tactic.
conversation about it. Exactly.
But yes, you are right. You aren't wrong.
Oh boy.
Or was it stolen,
know.
or did he pay the coin to get back home?
He claims
Oh boy.
it was good.
Oh boy.
Well, the adventure's going to continue next time, and
Yeah.
God knows
Yes.
what's going to happen then.
Yes, it is.
Tee hee hee. Just got to make some notes. They stole the coin.
Yeah. Up.
It's in
It's in my
Snick's ass.
Good. Thank you all so much for joining us today. Thank you everyone who has been watching live on Twitch. Thank you those of you joining in on the Twitch chat. Thanks to everyone who is catching up on YouTube. Leave us some likes and some comments. And hi, podcast listeners.
Let us
Podcast
know.
listeners.
Let us know on
We
YouTube how
appreciate you a
you would have gotten the coin back. Be sure to include it in a multi-part comments. Really evocative
Yeah.
language.
I will
Reply
also
to each
say
other.
you didn't roll particularly well either, which did not help
didn't,
things.
no.
Yeah.
Bad rolls today.
If you'd been quicker, she might not have clocked that it was gone. But the taking 20 was always going to mean that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair. That was good though. That was good stuff. Come say hi to us and give us a follow on our social media accounts. We're on TikTok and Instagram and Twitter at RPGeeksDND. RPGeeksDND. Give us a follow. What else? The Patreon. We've mentioned the Patreon a few times. It's patreon.com/RPGeeksDND. We're putting some extra content on there for people. Mostly trying to get a bit of money to pay for things like the pretty artworks and future bonus exciting things.
And starting next episode, we will be shouting out some random patrons at the Super Geek level, I believe.
The shout outs are from Super Geek, but they'll be in descriptions and things.
And I think in the break screens we're going to have the regular, all geek patrons as well.
Yeah.
So we've been pre-recording these episodes, so we haven't had any patrons at the moment.
It would be really nice to have some patrons in order to shout you out.
Yes.
So
I'll be going, Emily's mum, Charmony.
Definitely not Charmony. Yeah.
Definitely not Emily Bates. And you can pick what your name is, right, on Patreon.
Emily Bates.
So
Everybody, I want you to name yourself Emily Bates.
Definitely not Emily Bates.
Bates' mum, Emily Bates' boss.
No.
The Beavers from last year's Spring Watch. Brackets, I love you, Emily Bates.
Yeah, great, perfect. Yeah. All of those, please. That'd be great.
Please, thank you.
Emily Bates. I want someone to be that as well.
You gotta
with the click.
Yeah. We're having a great time. We hope you're having a great time too. Keep watching.
I'm having a lovely time.
We're having a great time. Everyone's having a great time. Everything's fine.
And if you want to hear more about how we're having a good time and how Emily Bates feels about it, you can watch the Patreon exclusive content that we record after every episode.
I am actually having a lovely time. I think this is great.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll get the real dirt. And let you know
Start the Patreon content. You fuckers!
And we'll see you wherever you are right now or next Monday at 7 p.m. UK time. Bye for now.
Bye.